Chapter 10:27. As the forklift got closer and closer, Alex asked the people around to make an open space, and waved at the forklift driver. "Come on, put him here." The forklift driver immediately drove the bulletproof Jeep Wrangler all the way to Alex. Adam Smith said at this time, "Don't worry, don't put him down now, otherwise he will suddenly hurt the young master if he puts on the gas pedal. First remove his four wheels, and then put him down." As a result, several workers from construction sites immediately took equipment and went up and unloaded all his four wheels. At this time, there was a fat man sitting in the car. The fat man was full of horror and shouted in the car, "Who are you guys and what do you want to do?" Alex ignored him. After all four of his wheels were unloaded, the forklift put the car in place. Alex took out his phone, turned on the video recording function, looked at the fat man in the car window, and said coldly, "The elder of the beggar gang, right? You are responsible for buying children for the beggar gang, right? I will give you a self now. If you don't grasp the opportunity to walk down, you are at your own risk." The fat man looked at him with trepidation, and blurted out, "Who are you? I have never seen you before. We can't have any hatred, what's the resentment?" Alex lifted Mendez up, pointed at him, and asked the fat man, "Do you know this person? Have you told him that you want to take over 10 orphans from him?" The fat man's face instantly turned pale. Immediately, he glared at Mendez and cursed, "Mendez, you fking dare to sell me." Mendez was also full of anger with nowhere to vent, staring at him, hysterically cursing, "You bastard, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to walk this way. You fking killed our family." Alex looked at the fat man again and asked in a cold voice, "I will ask you one last time, will I not come down?" The fat man didn't dare to get off after being killed, at least he could find a sense of security in the car. Seeing that he was indifferent, Alex said to Adam Smith, "Are there electric welding equipment in these construction vehicles?" Adam Smith immediately asked through the walkie-talkie, "Whose car has an electric welding machine?" A voice came from the walkie-talkie, "Mr. Smith, I have a set of welding equipment and inverters in my car, just for mobile welding." Adam Smith blurted out, "Bring here quickly." After a while, a truck drove over. After the driver jumped out of the car, he immediately lifted a set of electric welding equipment from the back of the truck. Alex pointed to the Jeep Wrangler and said, "Since this fat guy likes to stay inside, then weld all the doors to me, find some steel bars, and weld all the windows to me." There were so many construction vehicles, and various construction site materials were pulled inside, the most of which were cement, yellow sand and muck, followed by steel bars and other steel plates. Upon hearing that Alex ordered the car to be welded to death, the worker immediately greeted several workers for help. Then, many people carried various steel bars and the steel plates ran over quickly. When the fat man in the car saw the battle, his soul was frightened. He asked hoarsely, "What are you going to do? I have no grudges against you, why are you doing this to me?" Alex sneered, "You kidnap and sell children, everyone will be punishable. To do this kind of conscience business, you must have enough psychological preparation." After that, he roared, "Sold on me." Several workers immediately got busy. First, all the doors of this Jeep Wrangler were welded to death, and then all the windows of this Jeep Wrangler were welded into cages with various steel plates. The fat man became more and more frightened inside, and his whole person almost collapsed. He had already felt something subconsciously, but at this moment, deep down in his heart, he was still deceiving himself and couldn't believe it.